Okay, I think that is my cue. So good evening and welcome to the 2021 Annual Meeting and Star Volunteer Awards. I'm Mindy Williams-McIlerney, the Chair of the Membership Committee and the self-appointed President of the CoreNet New York City Fan Club. I wanted to say thanks to everyone for being with us tonight to help us recognize and celebrate our chapter's outstanding volunteers. However, before we start the celebration, we're going to kick off tonight's program with a quick annual meeting with a State of the Chapter update from our chapter leaders. I'm pleased to introduce Neil Austin, our chapter chair.
Thanks, Mindy. Good evening, everyone. I'm Neil Austin, Vice President of Real Estate at Omnicom, and as Mindy said, the chair of the CoreNet New York chapter for 2021. I would personally like to thank all of our volunteers for their time and dedication to our chapter ahead of tonight's announcements. I would also like to congratulate all of our star volunteer recipients tonight. Well done, and I hope to see and celebrate with you in person sometime soon. Before we begin the Star Awards presentation, though, leadership would like to highlight the current state of our chapter and take a look ahead at some of the initiatives from this year as part of our official chapter annual meeting. The New York chapter is made up of 882 members. 29% of our membership is represented by end users across more than 24 industry sectors. 28% of the current membership is made up of young leaders, while 67% represent service providers, who represent a vast mix of experience in industries including real estate tech, financial services, manufacturing, pharmaceutical, telecommunications, and healthcare. The New York City chapter is governed by a set of bylaws that align with the CoreNet Global Organization. At the start of each year, chapter members nominate and elect an 8-member executive board. The executive board in turn appoints the executive leadership team, including the chair, president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. For the 2021 year, executive leadership was myself as chair, Tommy O'Halloran from StructureTone as president, Alison Gorkowski from Deutsche Bank as vice president, Sarah Brown from Capital One as secretary, and Frank Cuevas from DXC Technology as the treasurer. Each board member is responsible for leading the executive committee, each overseeing their committee's goals that support the overall organization. Our chapter also has a content council made up of 13 committees that focus on a specific niche of the industry. This year, our Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Committee launched and will focus on developing content surrounding DEI within the CRE industry. Our board members and committee members invest countless volunteer hours to perform the behind-the-scenes work that makes our organization the success and the fun organization that it is today. Our board is fortunate to have a dedicated group of advisors who serve as mentors to our board. Each advisor has served the chapter as a past chair and provides valuable insight and knowledge to the board. Their tenure on the CoreNet board is sincerely valued by us, and we are privileged to learn from their leadership. I'll now turn things over to Frank for an update on our sponsorship and development.
Hello, everyone, and thanks, Neil. I'm Frank Cuevas, Treasurer and Finance and Investment Director for the chapter, and I'm thrilled and excited to be able to celebrate all of you tonight. We'd like to thank our annual sponsors for their continued support and our chapter sponsorship committee, which was led by Mark Chaparino. Without all of your efforts, our chapter's programs, our activities, and events would not be possible. This year, our development committee, as it will be called going forward, will be led by Christina Fish, and we are grateful to her and the Cushman & Wakefield team for their ongoing support. In 2021, 51 committed sponsors generally provided the chapter with support. Our 2021 annual sponsors include our learning sponsor, the Rockefeller Group, 18 platinum sponsors, which you see listed here, 15 gold sponsors, and 10 and 7 bronze sponsors, 10 silver and 7 bronze sponsors, I might add. So again, with this support and the efforts of our committees, which are all of you, we're able to increase investment in offerings to our members. So now I'll turn things over to Tommy for further chapter highlights.
Okay, thank you, Frank. Hello, everybody. I am Tommy O'Halloran, Vice President of Business Development at StructureTone and President of the New York City chapter this year. We'd like to highlight some of the initiatives we pursued this year to support our goals and deliver value to our members. It's been a tough year, but this year we've been able to do just some of the following. We've held over 65 events and are happy to share that we are planning for a full return of in-person events beginning in January. Knock wood. Our Marketing and Communications Committee has continued to streamline our digital communications to make chapter resources readily available to our members. We redistribute our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and have established a YouTube channel of virtual event recordings. We've leveraged our media partners to share timely chapter content and surveys, including our members' response to return to work and in-person events. The New York Executive Leaders Council, also known as the ELC, and the Landlord Circle continue to thrive. Made up of senior executives at their respective firms, the ELC and Landlord Circle initiatives were designed to create a trusted network for executives to exchange ideas and share experiences. This year, we held 2 virtual roundtables for tenants and landlords to share their thoughts and tactics for returning to the office. Increased volunteer engagement is an ever-expanding initiative of the chapter. The membership committee continues to expand the volunteer program, which pairs prospective volunteers to committees. This is just a sampling of some of the success that the chapter has achieved, and we look forward to doing even more so as our chapter moves into 2022. I'd like to now hand it over to Allison Kwiatkowski, our chapter's vice president.
Thank you, Tommy. I'm Allison Kwiatkowski, America's business partner for global real estate at Deutsche Bank. And this brings us to the conclusion of the 2021 State of the Chapter. So moving to the next piece of the agenda, CoreNet NYC's Star Volunteer Program recognizes the individuals who shape our chapter for the better. On behalf of the board, we cannot thank our volunteer committees enough for their efforts in executing successful programming and implementing initiatives that truly represent the value of our members and the mission of the organization. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Allison, Tommy, Frank, and Neil. Sounds like it was an exciting year, and we look forward to more exciting events from CoreNet in the following year. I'm Ginger Gilden, member of the CoreNet Membership Committee and Senior Project Manager at Macro. I'm happy to bring you the first 5 awards of the evening. The first award is for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee Volunteer. The mission of this committee is to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion within the New York City real estate industry across race, gender, age, religion, creed, and identity, as well as create an intentionally inclusive committee that takes advantage of differing gender, race, sexual orientation, and multi-generational perspectives. The committee will be initially focused on increasing the diversity of the chapter membership, collaborating with other committees to provide insight from a DEI perspective, increasing cultural education and awareness of the network, and increasing dialogue and available platforms to host conversation regarding DEI initiatives outside of the committee efforts. The Star Award goes to Rollins Stallworth III. Congratulations to Rollins. We're so lucky to have you and your energy as part of this effort. Rollins jumped onto the scene like a firecracker and has maintained presence consistently during his time on the task force, now committee. He has not hesitated to step up and lead while maintaining a bi-coastal schedule. Thank you so much. The next award is for the Partnerships Committee Star Volunteer. The goal of the new Partnerships Committee is to simultaneously strengthen relations with the New York City community through philanthropic community outreach, establish connections with other CoreNet chapters, and partner with other real estate organizations in New York City on programming. The committee is solely responsible for all committee outreach, event coordination with nonprofit partnerships for the New York City chapter, providing members with opportunities to give back and volunteer within the community. The Star Award goes to Charlotte DeSantis. Charlotte's one of the newest members of the partnerships team and jumped in headfirst to own multiple initiatives and take on the lead on developing new partnerships. She's been instrumental in some of the chapter's favorite events, such as pre-ERS, Tri-State Happy Hour, and virtual wellness and fitness opportunities with Laced. The next award is for the Prop Tech Committee Star Volunteer. The Prop Tech Committee is a knowledge sharing group providing a forum for both end user and service provider members to discuss the latest prop tech trends and promote new companies. The committee regularly collaborates with external prop tech organizations, affiliations, and think tanks, and plans events that bring together prop tech leaders, startups, and innovators to ensure the chapter is up to date on the latest industry developments. The Star Award goes to Daniel Ahn. Serving as 2021 Prop Tech Vice Chair, Dan has put a lot of time and energy, not only working on the development and the coordination of the committee, but also leading several programs that required attention and focus with the pandemic constraints. He's a quiet force, and we're all thankful for his commitment and leadership. The next 4 awards are for the special events committees. The CoreNet New York City Special Events Committees organize and host the chapter's largest annual events. The first of the special events is the annual dinner committee star volunteer. The committee is responsible for the planning of the chapter's annual dinner, one of the largest events in the industry. The star award goes to Megan GOROSPE. Megan is the epitome of a star volunteer and most deserving of this award. She has been an outstanding contributor on the annual dinner committee. Morgan is incredibly strategic, innovative, and always full of great ideas. Her positive attitude and drive for success has been invaluable. We thank Morgan for her endless contributions to the committee. The next special events award is for the Chapter Awards Committee Star Volunteer. The Chapter Awards Committee oversees the entire Chapter Awards program, beginning with the nominations process, all the way through to the execution of the event. This year, the committee executed a seamless virtual nominations process and event experience. The Star Award goes to Robert Ma. Robert had the task of leading the Corporate Real Estate Executive of the Year Award Subcommittee. This year was particularly difficult due to the outstanding slate of nominees, all highly accomplished executives. Getting to the heart of what mattered most and leading the subcommittee to explore deeply each of the stellar candidates was no easy task. Robert took this on with grace and organized determination. His work was outstanding and his efforts were not unnoticed by the committee and the nominees. The next award is for the Special Events Golf Outing Committee Star Volunteer. The Golf Outing Committee is responsible for planning all aspects of the golf outing each summer, including the event sponsorship sales. The Star Award goes to Rachelle HASTRICH. Rachelle never left a stone unturned. She kept the committee on schedule, managed all the administrative load, and always had a smile on her face. During it all, dealing with COVID, planning a wedding, and always raising a hand to help. Rachelle has been an instrumental part of the golf committee for many, many years, and this year she is our rock star. Thanks, Rachelle. Well earned and well deserved. The next award is for the Special Events New Year's Party Committee Star Volunteer. The New Year's Party Committee is responsible for planning and executing the chapter's annual members-only networking event. The Star Award goes to Wanda Dunaway. Wanda always has great ideas and it is an absolute pleasure to work with. Having only been on the committee for 2 years, she's completely immersed herself with the planning process and steps up to help whenever possible, including stepping into the co-chair position for the upcoming 2022 event. We're very lucky to have her on the committee. Now I'd like to hand over the awards presentation to Lauren Werther for the next few Star Volunteer Awards.
Thanks, Ginger. Hi, all. Thank you for joining us in celebrating our fellow volunteers. I'm Lauren Werther, Director of Project Management in Avison Young's New York office. Without further ado, let's give away the next award. The next award is for the Sustainability Committee Star Volunteer. The mission of the Sustainability Committee is to explore how sustainability furthers the field of commercial real estate. The committee provides relevant information, fosters new viewpoints, and creates learning opportunities about sustainability for the greater CoreNet NYC membership. The Star Award goes to ANDREA Martinez. Since joining, Andrea has shown a strong commitment to the Sustainability Committee, stepping up as vice chair and meticulously making sure the committee's admin is running smoothly. We greatly appreciate her strategic view and positive, get things done attitude. The next award is for the University Relations Committee Star Volunteer. This committee focuses on fostering partnerships with universities located in and around New York City. The committee builds constructive relationships between the chapter, the city, and the involved universities to enhance the chapter's brand as a prominent network of corporate real estate professionals in the New York City area. The Star Award goes to Kenneth Korn. Ken Korn is one of the newer members of the University Relations Committee, but he's come in with a different perspective and some very interesting ideas that have made an impact immediately. Ken's established himself as a key member of the committee, and we are all looking forward to continuing to work with him in the future. Congratulations, Ken. The next award is for the Women's Leadership Committee Star Volunteer. The CoreNet NYC Women's Leadership Committee provides networking opportunities and programs specific to issues facing women in the corporate real estate industry. The committee's goal is to elevate women in corporate real estate through engagement, empowerment, and education. The women's group also manages the mentor program. This program, as well as the events, are open to all members, men and women. The Star Award goes to Jan COUNIHAN. Without Jane, our commitment would not be able to function. She keeps us organized and always on top of things. Jane is an invaluable member of the Women's Leadership Committee. The next award is for the Young Leaders Committee Star Volunteer. The Young Leaders Committee is dedicated to the educational and networking needs of individual practitioners under the age of 35, serving the corporate real estate industry. Its mission is to attract and retain chapters feature leaders with programs designed to encourage young professionals to participate and become actively engaged in the industry. The committee is committed to ensuring that future real estate leaders have access to educational resources and networking opportunities with their peers, as well as senior professionals to support their professional development and growth. The Star Award goes to Mark Fischer. Mark Fischer's tenure with the Young Leaders Committee has taken in from supporting volunteer partnerships like the Special Olympics to championing our educational events and now acting as co-chair for the committee. Mark has an amazing ability to bring humor to our meetings while keeping the team on track. We appreciate his contributions and look forward to his continued success with the Young Leaders Committee. And now I'll hand it over to Rebecca Avezis, who's presenting the next few awards.
Thank you, Lauren. My name is Rebecca Avezis. I am a strategic account manager at Innovant in New York City, and I will be presenting to the next 3 awards. The next volunteer committee is the Governance and Nominating Committee. They fulfill 2 areas of responsibility: creation and oversight of chapter bylaws and assessment of the chapter's alignment, relations, and compliance with CoreNet Global. The Star Award goes to Jamie Fairborn. Jamie is an integral part of the governance and nominating team, guiding our nominations process and fostering thoughtful conversations on elevating our members. She is a joy to work with, and we're extremely lucky to have her expertise on our side. Fabulous, very well deserved. Congratulations, Jamie. And then our next volunteer award committee volunteer goes to the Public Policy Committee Star Volunteer. The CoreNet New York City Public Policy Committee responds to member interests in chapter events and executive board leadership initiatives related to infrastructure, public policy, public and private partnerships, and other issues in the industry that affect end users, landlords, and the wider real estate industry. The Star Award goes to Guy GEIER. Congratulations, Guy. Guy GEIER is the managing partner of FX Collaborative. Guy joined at the beginning of 2021 and was an instrumental committee member from the start, contributing great program ideas, securing panelists, and moderating as a fellow speaker and presenter. Guy fell naturally into this leadership role, given his long tenure in design and real estate. His expertise around urban policy and the real estate development topics we cover, combined with his passion for the New York community, makes Guy a truly remarkable professional and our PPC committee star. Congratulations. And my last award goes to the Strategy and Portfolio Planning Committee volunteer. This committee focuses on the areas of intersection among key aspects of portfolio planning, including finance, technology, sustainability, health and wellness, and talent. Events are structured to combine research with interdisciplinary collaboration, making strategy, portfolio, and planning the meeting place for experts to share their experiences and best practices. The Star Award goes to Connie Van Ren. Congratulations, Connie. She is a loyal member of the Strategy and Portfolio Planning Committee. She has given a lot to CoreNet over the years. She is very reliable and committed to helping the panels. She is particularly passionate about inclusive design for people with disabilities and very instrumental in pushing universal design as a panel along with the Diversity Inclusion Committee. Congratulations, Connie. Now I'd like to hand over the award presentation to Taylor Callahan.
Thanks, Rebecca. I'm Taylor Callahan, Senior Vice President, CBRE and Office Leasing. I'm happy to announce the next few awards to these dedicated STAR volunteers. First award is for the Career Development Committee. The Career Development Committee's mission is to provide strategic leadership, professional development program activities, and content that advances the career, job skills, and personal awareness and achievements of its members. The goals are to design and implement local learning workshops and to act as a resource center and advocate for the CoreNet global learning programs. The committee implements members-only workshops throughout the year where the group address technical topics and best practices. And the Star Award goes to Craig Levine. When asked, John Pavone said, what to say about Craig? He was the last one to join the team, but far from the least. He is full of positive energy, always smiling and full of wit. His presence puts us all in a good mood, usually making us laugh, and this ultimately brings out the best in his teammates, including me. His dedication to professional development, proper networking, and continuing education is what initially granted him a well-deserved spot on the career development team. But his perseverance, hard work, thought leadership, and strong desire to bring us all together socially are some of a long list of character traits as to why he's receiving this honor tonight. Craig, this is well-deserved, and thank you for all you did for the career development team in 2021. Oh, did I mention he makes us laugh? Best JP. The next award is for the Landlord Circle Star Volunteer. The goal of the Landlord Circle is to help real estate owners and end users connect, especially in the New York City context. And the Star Award goes to Heather Khan. Heather Khan has been an instrumental committee member within the Landlord Circle Committee. She has made herself available in the midst of her busy work schedule, leasing up millions of square feet in Boston properties to help develop and execute important events and endeavors for our committee. She proposed ideas for events, contacted notable leaders in New York City to speak at events, and engaged many other landlords to attend the events. Her contributions are greatly appreciated, and we are grateful to have her on our team and part of the CoreNet NYC community. Congrats, Heather, for a well-deserved honor. Programming and Outreach is the next award that we'll be presenting tonight. The role of the Programming and Outreach Committee is to oversee the chapter's content creation management with the goal of aligning programming to chapter-wide goals, fostering collaboration across content board committees, and maintaining a calendar featuring diverse and engaging subject material. And the Star Award goes to tonight, Perry Knight. Perry is the newest member of our committee, but his impact was immediately felt. He's the first person to put up his hand and offered to support the team, contributed fully in meetings and initiatives, and always brings a unique and valuable perspective to the table. He's also a proven leader insofar as how he supports the committees for which he's responsible. It's hard to imagine what we did before Perry joined the team. Congrats. Next award is for the Strategic Planning Committee Star Volunteer. The Strategic Planning Committee translates goals into a master plan while incorporating the board and content committee's contributions. Strategic Planning Committee is also responsible for ensuring all of the committees are aligned in achieving the collective goals of the chapter. And the Star Award goes to Tony Cianciola. Tony has been a critical part of our success this year, thanks to his ability to jump in and work across the committees. Tony is always the first one to raise his hand and take on whatever the committee needs. I also found Tony to be a great thought partner on how we can better integrate our processes and relationships with the directors. This will be a huge help as we quickly move into 2022 chapter goals and the planning exercise. And the final award that I'll be presenting is the Technology Committee Star Volunteer. The Technology Committee oversees the evaluation and implementation of technology systems supporting the New York chapter's operations. It's an internal committee that acts as a shared resource to both the Executive Board and Content Board committees. And this Star Award goes to Liz Archer. Liz is the backbone of the committee. Her commitment to keep us organized and moving forward is what keeps us going. Liz is always a strong voice in our meetings and helps us to think outside the box. Congrats, Liz. I'd like to hand over now to Tom Lynch for the final awards.
Thank you, Taylor. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tom Lynch. I'm the owner of Claricity and a volunteer membership in finance. The next Star Award is for the Development Committee. The Development Committee is responsible for implementing the chapter's annual sponsorship drive, creating the sponsorship benefits program, maintaining relationships with existing sponsors, and creating relationships with prospective sponsors for the chapter. And the Star Award goes to Bonnie FEUERBORN. Bonnie is an outstanding member of the CoreNet New York City family. Her work is truly valued by all who are lucky enough to know her and gain the privilege of her professional instincts and insights. This honor is incredibly well-deserved, and it is a privilege to congratulate her on behalf of her friends, colleagues, and fans from the Development Committee. Congratulations. The next award is for the Marketing and Communications Committee. The Marketing and Communications Committee supports the Executive Board and Content Committees in developing, implementing, and executing strategies for marketing, communication, and distribution of content that are in alignment with the New York chapter's annual and long-term goals. The Star Award goes to Wanda Dunaway. Courtney Grill said, the chair of the Marketing and Communications Group, our committee is lucky to have Wanda as a member and volunteer for Marketing and Communications Committee. Wanda is involved in both the Insight Publication Subcommittee and Special Projects, working with our committees on marketing and communication campaigns. She is a talented writer and drafted the case study articles in the 2 Insight publications produced this year. Wanda continually brings innovative ideas to our committee. She is a positive presence and encourages us to be more creative. Wanda is well deserving of this award, and we thank you all for your contributions. The next award is for the Membership Committee. The Membership Committee is responsible to increase the chapter's memberships through recruitment and targeted engagement. The committee works with CoreNet Global to ensure a consistent and current record of chapter membership, new member status, and prospective member lists. The committee oversees the chapter's annual membership renewal program, sets recruitment and engagement goals, and onboards new members. And the Star Award goes to ARIEL ZURAD. As the Vice Chair of Membership Committee, ARIEL ZURAD is a star in so many ways. Not only is she a rising star performer in her day job as an account executive at Creative Office Pavilion, but she is also the volunteer star for our committee. Her ability to organize anything and proactively jump in to help any situation, all while flashing a smile that can light up any room, is just one of the reasons she was voted the committee star this year. Even in the toughest of years, ARIEL is consistently a reliable team member and leader. She brings a sense of humor and energy to every meeting and task at hand and really makes it all look easy. The next award is for Occupier Forums. The Occupier Forum hosts industry-focused forums for corporate end user members to convene over topics of interest while networking and sharing best practices. This year's winner is Ryan Mitchell. Ryan has taken the role of reorganizing and re-energizing the Occupiers Forum since our chapter's reorganization. In the last year, he has made significant progress in socializing the group and their mission, both internally and externally. Through 2 separate events, he has gained visibility to key senior CRE professionals in New York City, both members and non-members. Earlier this year, he partnered with our chapter's landlord circle to arrange a senior landlord end user event at Related's Hudson Yard space. This reception was one of the few in-person events we were able to offer our members and prospective non-members, end user and landlords. It was widely regarded as one of the most valuable in-person events the attendees had been to in the months since the onset of the pandemic. Additionally, last September, Ryan worked with Allison Kowalski of Deutsche Bank to arrange a tour and reception of DB's recently completed U.S. headquarters at 10 Columbus Circle. Through this tour, the Occupiers Forum was able to gain key insights to the challenges faced with designing and building a large-scale project during a pandemic, as well as what they are doing to optimize DB's return to the office efforts. Congratulations to all of our volunteer winners today, and we thank you all, the nominees and the winners, for making a difference with the chapter. Now I'll turn it over to Mindy to wrap up with the closing remarks.
Thank you, Ginger, Tom, Taylor, Lauren, and Rebecca. And I can't forget Marissa and Carolina, I always do that, I'm sorry, from the Berman Group, for your efforts in planning and executing tonight's event. Congratulations to all of our STAR Award winners. Your contributions to our organization are greatly appreciated. The Berman Group will contact you regarding logistics of getting your appreciation gift to you. I also want to thank all of our volunteers. Each one of you have worked tirelessly throughout the year to continue to bring our members thoughtful and impactful content during this challenging time. So we appreciate all that you do. There's a calendar full of upcoming events, so we hope to see you at one of them soon. Thank you and have a great night.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Good times.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congrats. Yep, congrats,
Yeah,
everybody.
congratulations. Great to see.
Now I can see everyone. We had a nice
How
crew.
exciting.
Mindy, one quick question. It's Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Hi. Did you, unless I missed it, did you have an award for the special project of the Project of the Year Award Committee? I